Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cyber Safe Podcast. This is your host, Moz from Blah 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 Entertainment. And today we have in our studio Shri Rahul Gupta IPS, Superintendent of Police, Cybercrime, and Crime Branch, Goa. A lot of us are wondering and talking about cybercrime. What is cybercrime and cyber fraud, and how to stay safe, how to be aware, and how to protect themselves from them. So Sri Rahul Gupta is going to talk about that and give us some insight tip of how to be safe. So Rahul Gupta, welcome to the studio.
Thank you, Moz.
So before we begin, I just want to ask you a question. Tell us something about yourself.
Moz, thank you for having me here. My name is Rahul Gupta. I'm IPS officer of 2017 batch. I'm from Shivpuri, Madhya Pradesh. I've done my graduation and post graduation from IIT Delhi in electronics and communication engineering. And after that, I was selected into Indian Police Service, and I have served in Delhi Police and Arunachal Pradesh. And for past almost 2 years, I have been in Goa since March 2024, and I have been holding this position of SP Crime and Cybercrime since then.
Amazing achievement, sir. So, this first question I want to ask you is this big question is why are cyber crimes increasing so rapidly in India?
Moz, I want to tell you that it's a global phenomenon. It's not just that it's increasing in India, it's everywhere because technology is penetrating into our daily lives. We are ordering food online, we are shopping online, we are connecting with friends online, we are doing all sorts of things through technology, through internet, through our mobile phones. But we don't know what kind of dangers that are there associated with the technology. So the first and foremost reason is lack of awareness. The second is that criminals are also becoming very sophisticated. We have observed in last few years that a lot of criminals who were doing crime on in physical world, now they are shifting into cyber domain.
Mhm.
You must have heard about this movie called Jamtara.
Yes.
And there is similarly one more region in Rajasthan Haryana border that is called Mewat. A lot of criminals from that belt earlier used to indulge in theft and robbery, but they are now doing cyber crimes. So they are also getting very smart, and people are not much aware about how to protect themselves. The criminals are using tricks such as social engineering. They do psychological manipulation of the victims. So that's why it is on the rise, and it's been observed across the world.
Amazing, amazing. So we were talking a few days ago, and you told us about this amazing story about how this guy who went abroad and saw your reel and came back. Can you tell the people about that, because it was an amazing story and it was a great achievement.
So, I wanted to talk about it at the later stage in the
Okay.
podcast, but since you have brought it up, I'll talk about it right now. There's something called cyber slavery. So, cyber slavery is, how these scams originate. They originate from Southeast Asian countries.
Mhm.
A lot of scamsters are sitting in Southeast Asian countries such as Thailand, Cambodia, Myanmar, Laos, and from there they are calling the Indians here. They are bombarding with the SMS and phishing links to the Indians sitting here in this in our cozy homes, and the persons who are doing all this from there are Indians themselves. So these scam compounds, which are there in Southeast Asian countries, they also recruit Indians to do this job,
Mhm.
and there they are made to live in a very unhygienic condition. So this is sort of a human trafficking that happens there. These Indians are lured in the name of a very high-paying job, and Thailand, you will be there for a hotel management job or customer service job, but at the end they are made to do cyber frauds from there. So we had warned a lot of people last year about this cyber slavery, and one of the videos that I record that was recorded through mainstream media that reached to the one of the person who was sitting there in the cyber compound, and that he was from Goa,
Oh wow.
and he had already reached there. But after he watched my video, he realized that what kind of a victim he has been to this cyber slavery. So when he came back later, December last year, he told this story to me that, sir, I had seen your video, but it was already too late. I was already there in cyber scam compounds.
Wow, what an amazing achievement that your videos and your awareness is not just going nationally but globally.
Yeah.
That's amazing, sir. Rahul, sir, investment fraud seems common. How do these scams usually work?
So anybody who has little bit of savings, they want to increase that saving by investing it somewhere. And stocks seem to be most easy way. So, but there are plethora of platforms to invest. Some are genuine, some are non-genuine. Genuines are the ones that are registered with SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India. But what cyber fraudsters are doing, that they are making non-genuine fraud platforms, and they are doing Instagram advertisements of such platforms. They are doing Facebook advertisements. They are sending direct links. They are sending SMS. They are sending WhatsApp messages. They are directly adding the victims to the WhatsApp groups. They are directly adding the victims to Telegram groups. And there the group conversation will be such that it will entice you to invest. They will, somebody who you don't know, that is a member of group, he will say that I invested 1,000 rupees, now my balance is 5,000 rupees. So anybody will get enticed to invest in such a platform. Then what the fraudster will do is he will make you download one app that is not on the that is not listed on either Play Store or App Store. That will be a fraud app, and they will send you APK file directly, and that app will take control of your data as well. And that app, if you pay the money, if you invest something, then that app will show that your returns are rising. So you will be like, I'm getting a lot of money out of this platform, and I made a very good decision to invest in these stocks.
Wow.
But ultimately, it's a fraud. Once you start asking the money back, then they will say that you have to pay so and so amount as a processing fee, so and so amount as tax, because your money is coming from outside India, and that way they will make you.
Okay. And so, what are the usual red flags?
So red flags are that the platform will tell you to download an app through as an APK file, not something that is listed on this Play Store.
Okay.
That is the first red flag. Second is that there will be very high returns. What you will observe on the market or on your daily TV channels, you will get much more returns than that genuine platform. So it cannot be that you cannot manipulate stock market in such a way that one platform is just giving you 10% return and another platform is giving you 50% return. So something has to be wrong. So these two is the main red flag that person should see.
Okay, very nice. And any safe practices, sir?
Safe practice is that if you are getting any kind of advertisement or link of such platform, you should always verify whether it is registered with the SEBI or not. And SEBI government website is there. You can Google it, and you will get a search. Search bar, and you can type the name of the platform and see whether it is registered or not.
Excellent. You will find the SEBI website below, and just note it down, and please go and please have a look before you put your money in.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, digital arrest scam sounds very intense. What's the story here?
So, digital arrest is the fear trap that cyber fraudster make you get into. Digital arrest is where the cyber fraudster will call you and they will say that you had sent a parcel, but there was some drug in that parcel. So that's why we'll have to connect you to NCB, Narcotics Control Bureau, and they will do investigation. Or they will say that your bank account was involved in some money laundering case. If a person who actually does some international transactions, he will fall prey to it very easily. He will say that, okay, I had sent some money to UK to my friend, probably some money laundering has happened. So that is a very common fear tactic. Third is that they will say that your SIM card, that you are using, that was found linked in some case.
Okay.
So that's why we'll have to connect you to Mumbai crime branch, or let's say Delhi crime branch, or maybe enforcement directorate. They will say names of many agencies.
Okay.
And then they will say that we are transferring your call to these agency and they will take it over from here. So that agency will be again network of cyber fraudsters. They will say that we'll do a WhatsApp video call to you and we will do a digital arrest. and make sure that you are cooperating with the investigation. And then they will make you sit on a WhatsApp call or maybe Instagram call or maybe Telegram call for many hours until you will yourself make an offer, ki sir, please take some money and let me go from this case. Or what they might also try is that they will say that your bank account needs to be audited and there is certain audit fee that you have to pay. And in that way, they might fraudster might ask you to transfer some money. So that is how this fraud happens. They will make you sit for many hours. In many cases, we have seen for 3-4 days, people are made to sit in digital arrest on video call, and on the other side, there will be cyber fraudster dressed as a policeman. There will be like proper setup of a police office.
Yeah.
A constable will come with papers and say that sir, this file which you asked for is here. There will be flags in the background of maybe Delhi police or Mumbai police or ED, so that you will feel that it's a genuine kind of a setup, and that's why people fall prey to it.
And we have seen, sir, that in the news and all that people have lost crores and crores of rupees from it. So why do people fall for this?
Because, as I said, that these fraudsters are very sophisticated. They have they know that which they try very randomly a lot of people, so that they become victim. And if they try, let's say 100 persons, one of them will be doing some international transactions, and he might have sent some parcel 2 days back only. And when you tell him that you had sent a parcel and there's some drug, he was connected to his life that okay, yeah, I had sent some parcel, probably there's something. And they after that they use many government letters also. They forge government letters. They have all the stamps. They use technology in such a way that a lot of papers that they produce that will seem genuine. So that is why they are succeeding.
And how do you protect yourself from it, sir?
So there is no concept of digital arrest in Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Samhita. We can only do arrest physically. Police can only do arrest physically. So if the moment somebody says that we are digitally arresting you, it's a number one red flag. And then if some police is coming to arrest you, they will obviously take help of local police station. So you can always approach your jurisdictional police station and ask them, "Ki I've been asked to be digitally arrested by some agency. Do you have any information about it?" So that way you can verify whether the claim that online guy is making is genuine or not.
Okay.
Yeah. And if somebody becomes a victim, they should immediately, whenever they realize, they should immediately report it to 1930, because that way we can save a lot of money.
Oh, yes, true. And as Rahul sir said, that there is no such thing as digital arrest. So please be careful and please avoid this hassle in your life. Thank you very much, sir. Rahul sir, what is task-based fraud?
So this is a fraud in which fraudster will send you a link saying that earn daily 500 rupees by performing small tasks. They will send SMS or WhatsApp message, or maybe again there will be Instagram link. And if a person is sitting idle, 500 rupees is not
exactly.
It's just performing small tasks. When you click a link, they will say that do this Google review of this particular place.
Yes.
Just give 5-star and we'll give you some money. Or maybe they will send a questionnaire where there will be 2-3 questions. Just give a positive reply to these questions and we'll give you 500,000 rupees. So initially, actually, they pay money as well. But then you start becoming greedy. That I'm getting 1,000 rupees, so you'll ask them, sir, kuch aur tarika bhi hai kya? Is there some other way I can earn more money? So then they will shift to investment scam.
Okay.
So when you start asking these questions, means you have money to invest as well. So then they will say you have to invest in this stock. For that, you'll have to download this APK file, and then again that cycle of investment scam starts. So that's how this task-based fraud translates into investment scam.
Let's talk about courier scam. What is courier scam, sir?
So it's a very recent kind of modus operandi that we have observed. A lot of people are receiving messages that the parcel that you had delivered, there is some issue with the address. So you need to verify your address again so that we can attempt redelivery. And there will be a link. When you click that link, it will show that you just type your address once more and you just pay 25 rupees of verification. But then actually you do that, but then actual debit amount is very high. It runs into 80,000, 70,000, 1 lakh, up to 1 lakh rupees of fraud we have seen.
Wow.
So that's how this courier scam is happening.
Amazing.
So the advice to the citizens is that they should the SMS that is coming in this regard is from fraud kind of number. If you have, let's say, you have used Blue Dart or DTDC, then the SMS come from that platform only.
Yes.
But these fraud SMS come from a normal number. And
Okay.
there is some small grammatical errors also. So that if you observe carefully, you will realize that it's a fraud kind of a message.
I want to ask you something very important about this fraud called honey trapping, sir. What is honey trapping?
So honey trapping in cyber domain starts when male, they seek companionship of female through social media. They do online friendship through Facebook or maybe Instagram, and then they start chatting with them. Then friendship increases. Then that so-called female friend, she asks you to do a video call, and you chat and you do video call, and then somewhere there is some compromising act which is done, and that is recorded by the fraudster, which is pretending to be a female friend. And then that video, the fraudster will later on call you with that video and say that we have recorded a video of yours and we will give it to police or we will upload it on social media if you don't pay so and so money. So by doing this fear tactic again and doing social engineering, they will ask you to transfer some money. So that is how this honey trapping is happening. Or sometimes we have also seen that that female companion will say that I want to come and meet you. Can you sponsor my travel expenses?
Yes.
Or I have come to meet you, let's say on Delhi airport. I have come from Sweden to meet you, and I am stuck at Delhi airport, and these custom officers are asking for some money. Can you help me with that? So this kind of thing is also.
So technically a blackmail.
Yeah.
And what are the prevention for it, sir?
Obviously, we should always verify the person with whom you are doing friendship. Never do video call with them unless you have met them once at least, because you don't know who is the other person sitting across the camera. And even if there is no compromising act during video call, they can always morph your video.
Yes.
And they can use it against you.
Yes.
So you should always desist from doing friendship with the strangers online.
Wow. Yes, that is very important. Also, let's talk about WhatsApp, the most commonly used app. Is WhatsApp still a big channel for frauds?
Yeah, WhatsApp is the platform through which fraudsters are connecting to the victims. And many times victims unknowingly becoming part of the fraud through WhatsApp only. So let's say you receive a very interesting video that Trump said so and so thing about our Prime Minister.
Yes.
There is a thumbnail of Trump, and the link, you will not even see the link. You will click the link in excitement, and that link will contain malware that will take control of your device. And the first thing that link will do, that they will send thousands of messages again through your WhatsApp to your friends, and the cycle will go on. So that's how they can take control of people's WhatsApp. And what they do with this control is that they start asking for money. They will pretend to be you, and they might
Yes.
contact me that, sir, I need some money, please help me with I'm in urgent need of money, send me some money. So that's how these WhatsApp are being hacked, and the people are becoming part of the fraud.
And what's the fix, sir?
So there's something called two-factor authentication in WhatsApp. That everyone should enable. If you will go on in privacy setting in your WhatsApp account, you will see that setting. Earlier there used to be OTP that has to be shared to log in to the WhatsApp, but now the WhatsApp has come up with the QR code like feature. So that is difficult to crack, but still this two-factor authentication will save you. Yeah.
Also, what is mule bank account and SIMs?
Moz, I am very happy that you have asked me this question, because what we have seen is that a lot of youth are becoming very enticed to rent their bank account and SIM cards. There's a market on Telegram. There are many Telegram groups where fraudsters are seeking your bank account for some commission. and they will say that the money that you will receive in your bank account is from return on investment of stocks that we have done. You just have to receive it and you have to transfer it to some other bank account, and in that process you will receive some percentage of commission. Uh, but what youth doesn't know is that they are becoming part of the money trail, because that money that is coming, it's a fraud money, and there's obviously online footprint of that bank account of yours, and you will be called for questioning by law enforcement agencies. But we also show some leniency in these cases, because if we believe that the person did not know, the account holder did not know whether he was renting his money for fraud, whether he was renting his bank account for fraud money. So in that case, we just take his statement and we don't arrest him as such. Similarly, it is happening with the SIM cards as well, because for opening any fraud bank account or getting let's say credit card or many kinds of financial services, you require a SIM card.
Yes.
And to call victims also, you require SIM cards. So those SIM cards are also being procured by the fraudster, so that the cycle of fraud begins. And again, that is all based on some commission basis.
Wow. What are the fake credit offers, sir?
So this credit card, fraudsters have some amount of data of the credit cards, which are the people who have credit cards, and then they start calling them randomly that there's the reward points on your credit card which are expiring. Your credit card limits, we want to increase your limit of the credit card without any fee. In that trap, a lot of victims become a lot of victims get lured into this trap, and they say that, okay, what do I have to do? Then obviously they will ask for some OTP, and they will debit some amount from your credit card.
So just be very careful.
Yeah.
Only answer phones
From the authorized bank, whichever bank you are using.
Yeah.
So there are, Truecaller has this feature that they show that it's a green flag number.
Okay, yeah.
So then only you should receive call and believe them. Or you can ask for maybe introduction of that person who is calling you. Which bank you are calling from, which branch you are calling from, where you are sitting. So when you ask these questions, automatically the fraudster will say that I cannot take panga with this person. Yeah.
We're not highlighting or we're not advertising a particular app, but Truecaller is one of the most reliable and best source to detect fraud and spam. So please, if you don't have one, download that on your phone, and that will help you to identify and protect yourself against all scams. So, sir, this very important question is, why are senior citizens most vulnerable?
We have seen very recently that senior citizens are more prone to cyber frauds. In last 1 year, in 2025, we analyzed high value frauds, and we realized that 35% of the victims were senior citizens, which is a very high number.
Yeah.
So the reason is that senior citizens are less aware about the digital advancements that have taken place and the dangers that come with it. Our youth are still little tech savvy and they take general precautions, but senior citizens do not. That's what we have observed. Second thing is that generally senior citizens are very vulnerable. They are, their families are not there with them. There are many signs of social vulnerability with them. So if some fraudster talks to them very nicely, manipulates them, they start building trust with them.
Oh, yes.
So, and they will not disconnect the call. If somebody calls them again and again, they will receive the call. And they also, since they think that they are the elders of the house, they don't want to disclose it to their wards and children that I've become a victim of cyber fraud.
Yeah, out of shame.
Yeah, out of shame. So that's how the cyber fraud amount also multiplies, because if you are realizing that you are becoming a victim of cyber fraud, you will discuss it with your family. But they don't, and the amount increases because they are trapped into that cycle of, let's say, digital arrest or investment scam, because they are not discussing it with the children.
So if you're watching this and if you're a senior citizen, please don't be ashamed or don't feel guilty. Talk to your family member, talk to the police. They are here to help you and they are here to protect you, so that you just don't save the initial fraud amount, but continuous fraud amount that you get fraudulated, and you get duped of more and more amount of money. So we always talk about the role of the police. Let's talk about our role in this, the general people, the general public role. So what can youth do in this?
So, as I've highlighted, that youth are very tech savvy these days. I've seen that people know a lot of things about smartphones, computers. I myself is an electronics and communication engineer, but more than me, I've seen people of this Gen Z. They are very aware about digital safety. So they should educate people around them. They should educate their family, and they should always be trying to learn about the safe practices. They can always associate with us. They can always associate with Goa Police. We have a program called Cyber Yodha, where they can enroll as Cyber Yodha with us. We will train them as a ambassador for digital safety, and they can then take public awareness session in their schools, colleges, in their communities, in their colonies. They can reach out to senior citizens as well, because each colony has at least 5 6 senior citizens. So they can form a group of senior citizens and they can give them 1 hour of talk. And we are trying to make these things counted as part of NSS, which is there in each college, National Service Scheme. So we are trying to collaborate with the colleges to make sure that whatever awareness activities that these students will do, they will be counted as NSS hours. So that is, youth are very important pillar. They are going to lead us into future, and they should obviously be more aware and they should take lead in this aspect.
Wow. And what role does bank play?
So what I've seen is that a person may not come to police for awareness, but he will definitely go to bank
Bank, yeah.
because he has a bank account. Everybody has a bank account, maybe multiple. So they will go to multiple banks at some point of the time in the year. So their banks have very important role to play. So we have written to banks many times. We are collaborating with them. We are conducting meetings with the banks, and we are telling them that you should educate the customers who are coming for services, and they are doing that. And but still, we have seen that a lot remains to be done from all the stakeholders, including banks. So banks, whenever somebody comes to bank, they can, if they educate people about top cyber frauds, that will solve a lot of problems. And if somebody comes and asks for a huge amount of RTGS transaction from their bank account, then they can politely ask them, sir, whether I hope you are not a victim of digital arrest. I hope you are not into investment scam traps. So that kind of just polite questions can prompt the victim to reveal much more and question himself whether actually I am a victim or not.
Exactly.
So that is a responsibility of banks.
Wow, yes, amazing. And what about general public, sir?
So for general public, my message is that each one should teach 10. Each one teach 10. If you are aware about one digital practice, one digital safe practice, you should at least tell it to 10 people. So that way we can increase the magnitude of our efforts and we can increase it very rapidly.
That's very good. Each one teach 10. Let's do it, Goa. Each one teach 10. So Rahul sir, if we would request you to address to Goans the top 3 cyber crimes that they have to be aware of, what would you like to tell them?
Top 3 cyber frauds which we have observed in last 1 year are digital arrest scam, investment scam, and task-based fraud. So if somebody calls you and tells you that we are calling from some law enforcement agency and you have to cooperate with the investigation because some parcel was found in your drug, or your SIM card was involved in a crime, or your bank account is involved in money laundering case, you should not trust them. That is a digital arrest scam. Second is investment scam. If a platform which gives you very high return and makes you download some app through APK file, there's a red flag, and you should always cross-check that platform's authenticity from SEBI website, and you should not invest in such platform. Third is task-based fraud. If somebody approaches you that will give you 500 rupees or 1000 rupees for performing small tasks, and that is coming in like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, then there is some problem with that kind of setup, because money does not come that easily. And at later stage, the task-based scam will become very vicious, and they will ask you a lot more money than they were actually giving you back. So these three scams you should be aware about. And if you are a victim of cyber fraud, you should call 1930 or you should complain on cybercrime.gov.in. Always follow digital safe practices and stay updated with Goa Police. Thank you. Jai Hind. Dev Bare Karo.
So, folks, that was Sir Rahul Gupta IPS, Superintendent of Police, Cybercrime and Crime Branch, Goa. Thank you very much, sir, for coming on our studio and educating Goans.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.